Okay. Hello, everyone. Morning. I'm back for a live AJ Chats. I didn't do an AJ Chats video this morning, like I usually do on a Saturday. I wasn't inspired for any real ideas, so I thought, you know what, I'll go live instead. I didn't get up in time to go live for 8 a.m. Or 9 a.m, sorry, when my videos usually are, because I slept. I went to bed at 8 p.m. last night, and I slept till, well, nearly 10. 14 hours sleep. Wow. My sleep is all over the show at the moment. I'm struggling sleeping. I don't know what. Well, I do know why, but I won't go into that. But yeah, so my sleep is very up and down. It's all over the show. It's just crazy at the moment. So some nights I'm not sleeping. I'm getting up. I'm working. Other nights, like last night, I've done 14 hours straight sleep. I didn't even get up to go to the toilet. And at the age of 46, that is amazing. Yes, 14 hours. Wow. And I feel a bit shattered now, really, I'll be honest. Now, part of the reason I slept 14 hours is because I was exhausted, and also because I took a antihistamine, a hay fever tablet. I've got two types, one that's non-drowsy and one that's drowsy. And the drowsy ones, usually I wouldn't do 14 hours, but there we go, 14 hours sleep. So here I am live now. I waited for Matt's video to finish. Matt just done an opening or a look at his Alien Covenant releases, and some fantastic, lovely releases in there he has. So well worth checking that video out of his. So here I am. So what have I been up to? Okay, I was on a little fix spree last night. Yes, fix spree. So first of all, I've got in front of me my Aston Martin James Bond Playmobil car, as you can see there. Now, the roof part, there it is, has fallen down the back of my cabinets, the ones that sit behind me when I film. It's fallen down the back. So I don't want to remove all the steel books, get the cabinet out, remove the lighting to get it. That will happen when I do my room move. But I had to repair this because one of my canvases fell when this was on the shelf, and it knocked off one of the wing mirrors. It snapped it. Sorry, I'm not showing it in the camera. It snapped the wing mirror here on this side. So I had to super glue that back together. But there we go. That's repaired now. All happy about that. Just need to recover that roof part. And that, like I said, when I do my room move, I'll fish that out then and it can go back on. Now, a week or two, about a week and a half ago, I did buy this here. I'll show you if you can see that. I know the light's behind it. It's Han Solo's gun from Star Wars. It cost me 20 quid. It cost me 20 quid. Let me lift it. There we go. That there. Now, it doesn't function or anything like that. It's literally just a display piece. The trigger doesn't move. It's a 3D printed gun. It was a 3D printed gun. I've never bought anything that's 3D printed before. I've always been a bit skeptical, but I saw this. I liked it. It was 20 quid with stand as well. And I thought, that'll look really nice. Now, the only problem with 3D printing, I did have to do a little repair job on it here. Put a little bit of super glue because it was sort of starting to snap on these joints, or on this bit here, is that it's very, very delicate. I mean, it's super delicate. That's the only issue with this 3D printed stuff. Like I said, this is the first 3D printed item I've attempted to get, because 20 quid wasn't really a lot of money. However, the first one that I got, which was a week ago, and I was doing an opening until I opened it and it came out, was like this. I mean, the whole front part, that barrel bit there that comes off the barrel was shattered. This was hanging here. This was snapped off. To be fair to the seller, I sent him photos straight away, and he said, "Oh, look, I'll get another one out to you." It wasn't packaged the best, and also with Royal Mail, you know, it's very risky purchasing something like this that's 3D printed, because it is so delicate. It really is. So to get this one here, like I said, it had minor, it wasn't close to breaking here, and this top part, the sight, is quite heavy compared to what it stood upon, but the slightest bit of pressure onto it will start these to snap, and that's what happened. They hadn't snapped off, but I managed to put some super glue in there, and I'm quite happy with that. I mean, it's, you know, for 20 quid, it's, you know, it looks lovely behind a display case. But this is the bit that had shattered off of the other one. And as you can see, because it's got the holes in it, it's just very, very weak. Very weak. But no, I thought I'd give it a try for 20 quid. With the stand as well. And like I said, the seller was really nice and he was accommodating. You know, he didn't argue the damage. Straight away, he said, I'll and he did pack it up way better. Massive big box, loads of padding. But unfortunately, a bit of weight on it will break it. And that's what happened with this one. So this one will go in the bin now. But, you know, yeah, I was going to do an opening for it, but it's sat on the table here beside me because I've done the little repair jobs on these things. And there we go. So fantastic. So what's been going on with, look, there's loads of chats. There's loads of messages coming in at the moment. I've been just jibber-jabbering on about nonsense. I've already said hi there. Wait for Matt's video to finish. Yeah, Film Fanatic. I'm watching the stream, but also I'm on, yeah. Matt says hi. Hi, Matt. We're going live later, everyone, at 1400 hours, live over on Matt's channel with guests. So be sure to check that one out. Who do we have on? My mind's a complete blank at the moment. Our Geek Legion of Doom and Big Steve from Movie Chats. And maybe Little Steve might pop in as well. We shall see. Hi, mate. Stephen Luther, what's up? I know Stephen will probably be going to bed at some point because he was on Matt's live video, or it's Matt's premiere, I should say, a little while ago. Michael's Movie Corner. Hi, AJ. Hope you are well. I am well. Now, me and Michael have something planned. We do. We're going to be doing a live watch of 2 Star Trek films. Star Trek The Wrath of Khan and Star Trek, that lesser one. Oh, what's it called? I can't remember. One of the lesser Star Trek films, not as good as Wrath of Khan. First Contact, that's the one. We're going to be doing live 2 different videos, one hosted on his channel, one hosted on mine. We're going to do a live watch of the Star Trek films, these 2 Star Trek films, because we have an opposing opinion on which is the better Star Trek film. So that'll be sometime in December. No date is confirmed yet, but I'm looking forward to that. Now, yeah, because he says that First Contact is the best one. Yeah, right. And I say it's Wrath of Khan. It's all about our opinion, isn't it? Anyway, it's all good, fun and games. But we have this little thing going. So I thought it'd be fun to watch these films and talk about them, talk about the good, the bad, and what our opinions are as the films are going through. I think that's a great idea. Danny there says hello. Danny's off, I know. He's in Farnborough, or on his way to Farnborough, to a CEX at this moment in time. Now, Farnborough is on the sort of the Waterloo line of trains heading down to Basingstoke. It's just before Basingstoke. Then I think Danny's then heading back to Basingstoke for the CEX there also. Joseph Adam, hello AJ. I pre-ordered Sabre of London, The Vice of Cheaters, coming on Monday, plus looking forward to Stingray on Blu-ray for Christmas. Stingray, what's Stingray? The little puppet show by Jerry Anderson. They're getting a Blu-ray release. Wow. I remember Stingray, they were great. Matt says, thank you. We'll try and make it back to watch the 2 p.m. live. Yeah, don't rush, Dan. Do what you got to do when you're out and about, obviously. I'm going to Butlins Hotel next year in Bognor and Chessington World of Adventures to see World of Jumanji. Okay, I'm not far from Chessington World of Adventures. It's not too well. It's not too far from me. It's you know, I could probably drive there in an hour. Olivia here, 07, morning all, good morning. Matt says nice, that's to the Han Solo pistol, DL44. I bought Dynasty TV series for £50 on Amazon. I didn't get it in HMV because I bought Sapphire and Steel. Well, you're going back a bit with some of these TV series, aren't you? Wow. Does it shoot? No, it doesn't. It's got no working function on it. It is literally just a piece to look at, shall we say? It has no doesn't have trigger movement or anything like that. You pull that trigger, it will snap. It's literally just a visual piece. Add sound effects. Yeah, I can do the sound effects myself. Pew 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 pew. There we go. Sound effects added. You can sell cars on GTA 5. Okay, cool. I don't play GTA. I'm not really a gamer. So, yeah, unfortunately, that means now to me. Sorry, Joseph. Yeah, no, gaming's more my kids' sort of area. I'll get it out in a minute, won't I? I do a budget for Butlins. I stay in for 4 nights because I want to go Benidorm 2024 Spain. Nice. Why not? I don't mind holidaying in the UK. I do it often. Isle of Wight I tend to go to a lot. It's like home away from home almost. I know it like the back of my hand. Have you watched The Batman with Robert Pattinson, and did you like it? Silence. Yes, I've watched The Batman with Robert Pattinson. Did I like it? No. I've done videos on it. I didn't like it. I wanted to like it. I didn't like it. It didn't work for me. I can't go into it now. I always go into it, and I'll be talking for the next 15 minutes. But I've done multiple videos on it. One called something like "Why I Hate It That Much More" on a second viewing. And I got a lot of flack. I got a lot of flack for it. People don't like a different opinion. People get upset by a different opinion, which I think is just, it's crazy. You know, if someone says to me what I didn't like, I'm okay, Spirited that's just come out. I loved it. And I hear other people saying, no, it's rubbish. I don't get offended by that. I don't get upset by that. You know, it's obvious that, that's the nature of art, isn't it? Something works for you, for one person, it doesn't work for someone else. That's the way it is. But people get upset and they get defensive by it, and they try and call you out for being a bit of an idiot, having a different opinion. But my issues with The Batman were all, it's not like I've done a video and just said I hate this film without backing it up with any evidence or any and I backed it up quite damn well, I think. There we go. I bet you England beat Wales on Tuesday. Very probably. Oh wait, this is what I've been waiting for. Surf SGSJS. Sorry, I've jumped forward in some of the messages because my mate is on and I've been waiting for this. Are you prepared to come on live with me now and talk to me? You can hide your face. I've got no issue with that. And put some of your questions to me. Yeah, put some of your questions to me. Why not? So come on. Yeah, look, AJ watched the titles of Schindler's Lists and done a review. No, I watched half hour of it and I don't know why did I switch it off. How many videos today, AJ? 50 or less? You're so funny. You're hilarious. But I want you to come on. Come on, tell me. Yes, I'm all excited to see you because why don't you come on? I'm inviting you onto the chat now. Are you prepared to come on here and put some of your questions to me? I want you to put some of this stuff to me. Come on, say yes, and I'll send you the link. I'll send the link over. Say yes. Say yes. Come on. Say yes. Because you're very quick. You're very, you like, how many pre-orders did you cancel? Why does it matter? Do you think other people don't cancel pre-orders? Of course they do. Of course they do. What's the big deal with that? AJ watched the titles of shit. No, I watched 30 minutes of it and switched it off. I like Speed 2 more than Schindler's List. I don't see, why would you even compare the two films? Why would the two films fall in a comparison to one another? They wouldn't. What's AJ's thoughts on Schindler's List? I was watching it and I was quite bored and I switched it off. The big deal is what? Come on, because you've set up about 20 different accounts, maybe more now, right? And you go onto other people's chats and try and belittle me, right? But you've got nothing to say. You've got nothing of any worth to put forward to people, because it's all very pathetic. It's all very pathetic. What what AJ spoke about porn on his channel. I spoke about the sales of porn. I didn't speak about porn per se. So, come on, where's your evidence? What? It must be a very awful life that you're living to have to constantly get at me. That every time I can't imagine what your life must be like to harbour this much dislike, disliking someone, that you have to watch his videos and actually come on all the time and try and put him down when you've got nothing that you can say. And by the way, porn is spelled P-O-R-N and not P-A-W-N. I don't know if that's because you're quite a young person, or if the education system failed you somehow. I don't know. But it certainly wasn't to do with predictive text on that one. But there we go. So let's get back up. Add some sound effects. Yeah, bet England beat Wales on Tuesday. Possibly. I don't know. Oh, you got in an argument over Neo? Oh, is that Neo 1972? I know who that is. Yeah, I know I'm entertaining him, giving him exactly what he wants, but it's quite fun, really. But Neo 1972, I think that's his name. It is 1972, yes. It's his date of birth. I can tell you who that actually is. I know who that person is. What's all this rubbish about Schindler's List? Oh, I've never watched Schindler's List. I attempted a watch of it and I switched it off after 30 minutes because I just couldn't get into the film. I couldn't get into it. And I'd done a video called One I Switched Off, but the reasons why. And I explored the reasons why I switched the film off. And I said that I understand that it's a well-received film, and I don't want to detract from the historical aspect of it and what it has to say about what went on. And I just couldn't get through the film. I don't know if I just wasn't in the mood for it or what. You know how sometimes you're not in the mood for a film, and it was sort of to do with that. And this geezer's taken it and run with it. But yeah, if you're interested in who Neo is, because he's someone that I've not got on with either. I've lost a lot of comments. I've lost a load. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. Sorry, I may have missed some comments out. Always enjoyed the Star Trek films. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. Would you rather watch Star Trek or Star Wars? It depends on my mood. I'll be honest. If I was stuck on a desert island and it was a choice of taking Star Trek with me or taking Star Wars with me, I would take Star Trek because there's so much more of it. Yes. I can. Like I said, I can tell you he hasn't got a channel. He hasn't got his own channel, but he is very prevalent on YouTube. In the group under his real name. Looking forward to watching Avatar 2. To be honest, I'm not I don't know. I'm not a fan of Avatar. What's your favourite place in holiday in England? It's the Isle of Wight. I always go to the Isle of Wight. It feels like I'm going somewhere without going very far, if that makes sense. And it's like stepping back in time. So it's, you know, I like that aspect. Would you rather watch Dr. Dolittle or Ace Ventura? Ace Ventura. Would I rather watch Speed or Speed 2 or Speed 1? Now I'm going to skip this guy's messages because he ain't coming on to talk to me. He gives it all the big un, but he won't. Matt's looking forward to checking out 3D experience of Avatar 2. I'm interested in see what progress has been made in that aspect of the film. If it's your opinion, people should not complain. People are different. It would be boring if everything is the same. Totally. Oh, what have I pressed? Schindler's List sucks. I haven't watched it all, so I can't say that, Stephen, but thank you for your support. The pre-order guy. Yes, the pre-order guy. That's right. Do you think there will be a Guardians of the Galaxy 4? Very possibly, but it'll be a different lineup. Probably have a few characters, legacy characters to carry you through. But it depends, doesn't it? Because James Gunn's now moved into that Disney position, DC position. So would they be brave enough to do Guardians with a different director? Very possibly. But we'll see. It sounds like he offended you. Who offended whom? What, this guy offended me? He's like a little tick. It's like a little tick that you just, you know, just taken a bite and you just can't get rid of. But no, he doesn't offend me, if that's what you mean. It sounds like I offended him. I think he just, yeah, by entertaining him, you're giving him exactly what he wants. I know that I get that logic. I'll come back to it. I got in an argument over Neo guy yesterday as he had a go at classic reviews for liking Black Panther. See, this I just don't get, right? You know, I'll take it this is the new Black Panther film. It's an opinion. You know, why would I ever go at someone for liking a film that I don't like? I don't get the logic. I don't get the mindset of this. I don't get. And there's so much of it. There's not so much of it. There's quite a bit of it. It's very small, and it's become very evident over time where all this stuff comes from within a lot of our community. And yeah, I don't get that. It winds me up, really. That winds me up. If I don't like a film and someone loves it, good luck to them, you know. But I can put forward an argument as to why I didn't like it, what the issues I had with it, without being offended by the fact that someone did like it. Why? Why does it happen? Anyway, by entertaining him, yeah, you're giving him what you... I've tried ignoring him. We tried blocking him. He'll go and create another account within moments. He's probably, and Matt can attest to this, he probably made 25 accounts. After, you know, I've had him in a live chat maybe 3-4 times. You block him, he'll go away, he'll quickly create another account to get in there. AJ doesn't like Schindler's List. Oh, AJ don't like Schindler's List. Let's all hate AJ because he don't like Schindler's List. AJ cancels pre-orders. Yeah, I pre-order items I want, and then come payday, I have a look at my budget, and by which point I'm like, okay, I don't want that, I can't afford that. Let's get rid of it. AJ makes you cancel pre-orders. I still don't get that one. He says that as well. I don't get how I make people cancel anything. I don't go on there saying you should cancel this. AJ cancels pre-orders so that he can get them himself. Yeah, that's right, because I've got stacks of them. I've got stacks of, you know, the HMV exclusive version of Batman that came in that box. I've got like 2, 3, 4, 5,000 of them upstairs in a room because I didn't want you to buy them, so I could snap them all up myself and then sell them at a loss. Someone's like I don't know. Anyway, so I'm like in this really sort of, I had 14 hours sleep last night, so I'm like full of energy. I defended Classic, and Neo just gave me a load of nasty, quite defamatory comments. Shows how his mentality is. I've had clashes with him under his real name on Facebook. Yes, it's he's 50 years old. This fella's 50 years old, and there's a very classroom mentality about, you know, about them, and that's all I can say. I don't get it. I don't get where they've been failed to in life to be this way, to think this is an acceptable way to act towards people. I don't. You like what you like at the end. Exactly. If I were you, I'd be honoured, dude. With his time and all the things he can do, he'd rather spend it watching you. It means that you matter to him. It does, doesn't it? It does. You know, he'll go on, like, you know, he'll mention, the thing is, you'll go into other chats. You'll go into other chats that I'm not party to, that I'm not even watching, I'm not even commenting on. Like Big Paulie's chats. I think he's done it on Gareth's Video Tasties the other day as well. He was in there, and he puts up comments about me. And I've had people come over to the channel because of him. So yeah, it's you know, I've obviously made an impact. Probably this Schindler's List guy fancies you. He may do. He may well do. I'm married though, unfortunately. Oh. What day does the 12 Days of Christmas start on your channel? It's the first video's up. I'm not up to watch. First video is there to be you know, like as in a premiere. I think it's around the 12th, isn't it? 12th or 13th, because my last video will be on the 24th. So 12 days prior to that. I'm having a look for you. Where is it? Behind me. 12 Days of Christmas. Day 3, day 1. Starts on the 13th of December. Yes, with a review of a Christmas film. There we go. Are you excited for Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars? I'm looking forward to see what they do with the next couple of Avengers films. Yeah, I wouldn't say excited. Excitement isn't something that really. There's too much in life going on to get excited about a film. If that makes sense. So I very much. I don't. I'm trying to explain it. I'm trying to explain how I know a film's coming out, and it hits when it hits, and I watch it. There's no sort of, very rare do I feel excitement for something. That being said, I like Kang as a character in the comics, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Marvel do with him as a villain. And as for the Secret Wars film, yes, I mean, I remember I was a young lad in the 80s when the Secret Wars comic came out. And, you know, to be getting a Secret Wars film is, just with that title, a film with that title, Secret Wars, is fantastic. And they've got to do something special with this. I'm talking, there's got to be elements of characters that you haven't seen for a long time from other Marvel projects. You know, get everyone, they can get you know, they can do something massive with Secret Wars. They really can. The whole point of pre-orders, you cancel them if you change your mind. Absolutely. It's because what I do is once a month, I do a look ahead at what's coming out over the month, what I'm interested for, and what I've got pre-orders in for and stuff like that, or if I've cancelled any pre-orders, and I discuss it. And he uses this as a sort of point. The thing is, you know, he ran off. I've invited him on the other day. He was giving it a big one on Movie Chats. Thursday night I was on the Movie Chats channel, and he was on there. He was commenting. They didn't read his comments out. They didn't block him either. And he did say, "Oh, I'll go live with AJ. I'll go." He won't go live with me. He ain't got the, you know, I don't even want him to show his face. Just come on and put your questions to me, and I'll shoot each one down with my Han Solo pistol. There we go. But there we go. I don't know. So where am I? I've lost my. There we are. The whole point of pre-orders, cancel them. Absolutely. Could you link him to someone in your past? No, he's got nothing. I know that he's got nothing to do with me personally. It's to do with this other element that I've had a falling out with in the past. But basically, what happened is a year and a half ago, I started this channel. I was dealing with my own demons at the time. I was dealing with issues that I was having, mental health issues, and I thought a good outlet would be to create a channel and, you know, talk about things that I like. It would give me something to focus on, something to do. Not only that, I was sort of dealing with my own morality at the time. Or mortality, I should say, not morality. What am I saying? I was dealing with issues of my own mortality, so to speak, and I thought to myself, if something ever happened to me, I'd have nothing. There'd be nothing for the children, for my 3 kids. You know, there's nothing of me left behind. And I thought, you know what? If I do a YouTube channel, there'll be videos of me just being me, talking like I talk and that, and the kids could go to that. And, you know, beyond giving them, you know, do you want a Playmobil Aston Martin? There you go. Do you know what I mean? Beyond that sort of thing, or the financial, it's like there's nothing for the kids to remember me by. So I've done this, and I got no help. Not that I wanted help. What I mean is that bigger channels that I'd supported as just a viewer and commented on, the minute that I set up my own channel, that I started getting shunned and silenced and all this sort of thing. And I went onto Facebook to use Facebook as a way of pushing the channel and that, which I did, and they took offense to that. And ever since then, it's just, you know, they don't like the amount of content that I put out, which is, you know, fair. To be fair, it is excessive. I know that, but the reason it's excessive is because I had to prove a point after being shunned like I was, and I was like, that's it. I'm going to prove a point now, and it just sort of forced my hand, and it made me want to aggressively push the channel, and thusly I did, and I don't know, offence was taken by that. There we go. But then it's my channel. I do with it what I want. Yes. Yeah. Are you on Facebook? Are you in any of the Facebook groups? Because you probably have, if you are, you may know the name. What do you think will be different in 2447? That's such a random question. Wow, that's so random. How did you? I don't like to answer a question with a question, but I'm going to say to you, how did you come up with those numbers? Yes, that's my reply. That's my response. Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying that's the fella who's messaging me. I don't believe it to be, but that's this. Yeah, Neo, whatever it is. It probably is cheaper, actually. Yeah, look, my beard. I need to tidy this up. It's looking scruffy. Oh, that's why I'm hiding it. It probably will be there live tomorrow, Michael. Just ask him why he won't go live with me, because he's just run off. He's come in, he's left some messages, and he's legged it. And I gave him the opportunity to go live, but he doesn't take it. Cool. What do you think will be the next Avengers in the MCU? They'll probably do the Young Avengers. I don't know. Well, you've seen the new superhero. You've seen them all being set up. You know, there's every main Avenger has got a young version now, or a different version. You know, a lot of them female centric, but nearly every one has got, with the exception of Captain America. No, you've got Bucky, you've got Falcon in the Captain America thing. Yeah. Every Avenger's got a younger version now. So there you go. There's your answer. Hopefully, you're talking about that. Oh, you're talking about new. Okay, sorry. I was thinking of the core Avengers team. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Toby and Andrew come back for Secret Wars. Forgive me. Let me answer this call. Hello. No, I'm on live chat. Yeah. All right. See you later. Bye. That was my wife. She goes to me, "Are you still in bed?" I went to bed at 8 p.m. last night. I got up at 10. Anyway, yes, I hope Toby and Andrew, you'll see. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be in Secret Wars. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of past characters from different films. Well, I don't know. That might be me. The next Han Solo is you. No, you know, I liked Alden Ehrenreich. I liked his portrayal. I didn't mind what he'd done with Han Solo in the Solo film. And you know what? I think the Solo film gets quite a bad rap, to be honest. I think it's an enjoyable Star Wars film, more akin to the Disney Plus TV shows Andor aside. I have no issue with the film. I think it was unfortunate that Disney put it out so close after the failure that was The Last Jedi. And I never have, you can't recast. I know they say you can't recast Han Solo, you can't recast Indiana Jones. About 5 different actors have actually played Indiana Jones. Do you know that? I may be wrong in the number there, but it's around 5 if you include baby Indiana Jones. But you've had different actors, and Jason, what's his name? Who's the main star who primarily played him in the Young Indiana Jones TV show? I can't remember his name, but he weren't too bad. I've got no issue with a recasting. I thought Alden Ehrenreich was okay. No, he'll be back. He'll be back on other people's channels. It's what he does. Get the Star Wars theme on, and then I'll get a copyright strike for this, or copyright thing for this video. Movie chats, more than all. How are you keeping? What Steve is it? Big or little? I don't know what one's on. Morning, Steve. You can't go wrong by saying morning, Steve, can you? On that one. You got a 50-50 opportunity to get it right, and you're 100% right each time. Hey, Matt. I hope flying cars. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine flying cars? The thing is, right, 2447, you're not going to be here to see it anyway, so what's it matter? I know there's one big a few weeks ago who was very vulgar. Yeah, you get them. I just thought of 44 and then 47. Okay. Okay, that's also random. That's so random. 44 or 47. Yeah, but you said 2447. Or are you talking about 2047? AJ, hope you are well. Hi, Rian. How are you keeping, mate? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm tired and, well, I'm full of energy, but I'm tired as well. All right, bye. See you later. Morning, Ian. Stephen says he shared a video. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that. I think my latest, one of my latest videos is getting. Well, I knew it would. You know, it's one of those ones because I've done a video saying that, you know, that Andor really did bore me at the end of the day, and it's got quite a lot of downvotes. Probably my downvoted. I'm having a look. My most downvoted video. I did share it on some Star Wars Facebook groups as well. I created some chat on there, and yeah, 7 downvotes against 6 up. Yeah, ain't a lot really, but it's bigger on one side than the other, and people in the Star Wars community got upset. Although a lot of them did agree with me. It's a very divisive show. I put my arguments forth as to why I thought it was boring. As opposed to me just going, it's boring, it's rubbish, I don't like it. I put my reasoning. I always put a reasoning forth as to why I believe this, why it didn't work for me. But it's not enough. People just jump on the bandwagon if you don't like it. Shang-Chi. Yeah, Shang-Chi will be there. Of course he will. I wouldn't know. I'm 16, 17, 18, 19 Star Wars films came out every year. Yeah, milk it. They want to milk it like Luke Skywalker milking that big sea animal for its blue milk. I'm going to try catch them. See you later, Stephen. I know he's in America, Sacramento. It's late. 2016, Rogue One. 17. Last Jedi, 18, Solo, 2019, The Rise of Skywalker. That's BS. What part? Yeah, there'd have to be some safety features, some severe safety stuff put into into yeah, I don't know. Why are we talking about flying cars? That's so far down the future. Andor was a big letdown. Andor, yeah, for me it was. I'd done a video on it. You know, it's one of those things that I can go into and discuss quite in depth my issues with it. But all I can say is in the last episode, I was looking at the architecture. I was looking at brickwork. I was looking at brickwork on the walls when they were down, when that funeral thing was going on, and I was thinking there's people in this universe who make bricks, who must go to, you know, get, you know, laborers who make bricks, and they make their buildings the same way as what we do. That's how I was thinking, seriously, and it just takes me out of the show because Star Wars has never had that. Star Wars has always felt very alien to me. Yeah, you know, there's always been an alien-esque vibe in the aesthetics to Star Wars, right down to the clothing. Okay, the clothing are very similar to our clothing, obviously, because, you know, these are people. But what I mean is, it's not clothing that you could go and buy off of the shelves. You know, and in Andor, you had people wearing clothing like hats and things like this that you could go down the shops and buy, right? and I just thought, you know, Star Wars never gave us that. It always felt everything was, you know, even when you had something, you know, when they filmed Aunt Beru's place, Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru's place, right? You know, that's a real place in Tunisia, yeah. But for us in you know, in Western culture, it's very alien looking. It's very alien-esque because we don't live that way. And back then, you know, especially in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, you know, the world wasn't as travelled as what it is today. The world's a smaller place now. So this sort of stuff looked different. It looked otherworldly, shall we say. It's not what we know. And it's like Star Wars has now stepped away from that, and they're happy to film in locations that you look at and you know, you're thinking, well, they do stuff exactly the same as what we do. And it just takes me out of it. It took me out of it. There we go. Stephen's in bed. Steve's not in bed. I gave up with Andor after the 4th episode. Ah, BS. Oh, BS. That's BS. Oh, okay. Big Steve. BS. Your mind goes somewhere else first. The weirdest question ever. It was a very random date to choose. I'll check out the Guardians Xmas special later. Yeah, I watched it twice yesterday. I watched it once to review in the morning, and I watched it again with the wife before going to bed at 8 p.m. last 8 p.m. I'm such a... I love my bed. 8 p.m. I'm in bed. I look at someone like Playtendo's live streams, right, that go on for 6 hours at times, and till like half 12 at night, and I'm thinking that's just way past my bedtime. I can't bed that early because I'm used to getting up at 4 a.m. for work. Even when I'm not working, like at the moment, when I say not working, I'm working from home. I'm not back to the offices until January now. And next Friday's my last official day of work until January. I've got the whole of December off, which I generally do every year. Yeah, I've drawn a blank. You know what it is? I'm looking at messages out of my peripheral vision and sort of looking down and reading them, and then it's just throwing me off. So I've lost my train of thought. So I'm moving on. One day, could I join the stream with you? Yes, we can sort something out. Not a problem. Cheers, Big Steve, says Matt. I really don't understand why people get angry and upset because we don't like something they like. It's life. Fandom really is daft. It certainly is. It certainly is. It's. I don't know why. I mean, look, all fun aside and that sort of thing. When it ain't fun aside, it's fun. I'm doing these live videos. I just thought, okay, let's do, with Michael, because of this ongoing little joke that we have about the best Star Trek film, me being Wrath of Khan, him being First Contact. And I know that it's a generational thing. I know exactly what it is, right? And we dig at each other about it all the time, and it's just a little bit of fun, but we're doing this. We're going to do putting together these lives with him where we will have like what Gareth does. I'll have a third camera with the film on, and then me and Michael will be there, and we'll be discussing the film. And it's just you've got to be accepting of other people's opinion of stuff at the end of the day, haven't you? And for me and Michael to do that, and I was thinking that's a good idea for a series almost, in that you get two people, you get a film, and you get two people, an opposing opinion on those films. Okay, in this case with the Star Treks, we both love Star Trek, so it's not a case of I'm watching a film that I don't like and you're watching a film that you don't like. We just rank them differently as to what's the best. So it's kind of like a sort of battle in that sense. But if you watch a film that someone loves and someone doesn't like, and then you have you talk about the film as it's playing, and you've got those two opposing opinions going at one another, but not in a nasty way, just in an open forum. Just why get angry over it? You don't like this film, so I'm going to smash your goddamn face in. That mentality is just it's so I don't know. I answered back to Neo, and from what I gather, not a lot of people do, as his attitude suggests to me. He does it loads. He's a moderator on a lot of or on a fair few Facebook groups, YouTube, YouTube, BlueTube, Facebook group. He's very friendly with some bigger channels. Yeah, people don't like to be criticised, Ian, but it's not aimed at them. It's an opinion, but not seen that way by some. Yeah, they take it as a personal attack. They take it as a personal attack. You know, it's like, you know, Jimmy Boy, Matt, Jimmy over at Jimmy Boy's channel. Jimmy Boy's, you know, we have a different opinion on Army of Darkness, right? I love Army of Darkness. He doesn't reckon it, right? And when he told me that, I'm like, now, Jimmy Boy lives probably about a mile from where I work. I know where he lives because I've gone and dropped him off some bits before. And then when he told me that, I broke out the sniper's rifle from the attic. I went round his place and I was parked across the street from where he lives, sniper rifle aimed on his front door, just waiting for him to open it up. But no, seriously speaking, do you know what I mean? It's why can't you have a different opinion of something with someone without someone getting offended by it? I mean, Christ, I don't know if it's a need for. Is it a controlling thing? Is it like you want to? You need to be in control of a narrative. You need to be in control of other people's thought process. Does it lead into a controlling kind of a behaviour within someone, psychologically speaking? I don't know. But stream is already 46 minutes in. It's 51 minutes now. Thank you for that. It shows me how far behind I am with comments. I told him in a polite way and wasn't nasty to him. I think I got the intellectual higher ground over him and he got bored. That's not difficult to get the intellectual higher ground. I've succeeded in that. Well, I've never failed in that with said individual. Bob Cheapak got soft booted out of his CEO position at Disney Co. Now it's Uncle A larger back in command. The company's had issues for some considerable time behind the scenes. Not much will change. No, I did hear about the news. I paid very little attention to it, to be honest, because it's something that's out of my control, out of my, it has no bearing on me per se and my life. It's very much sort of like in and out, in one ear and out the other news sort of thing. I don't really follow the film news too much, believe it or not, anymore. Back in the day when I was younger, you go back 20 years, and I was on all the news websites. I was reading all the magazines, Empire, Total Film. I'd read things like Starburst. The amount of magazines I read a month was huge. Now I don't. I'm very sort of, my finger's not on the pulse as to what's going on out there, what films are coming, believe it or not. I just sort of, as and when they come, I will be like, okay, all right, cool, I'll watch it. That's interesting. They've done a sequel to that. Do you know what I mean? It's very much like that. Yeah, I don't know. A bit of banter, it is fun. Nothing wrong with banter. I heard that Lager back to a deal with Apple. Only a rumor, but they might buy Disney stock lock. I don't know. Like I said, I've not. I don't know. I haven't heard none of it or read none of it. Sniper rifle at the ready. Yeah, if Apple buy up Disney, then this concept of only two companies owning all the media corps is becoming a gradual reality. It shouldn't be. You should never have someone who's got full monopoly in the marketplace. Never, ever should that be a situation. You're not allowed it in areas of like food retail and things like this. Because once you've got that control, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can charge whatever you want. You've got no you know, if you haven't got that, if you haven't got someone against you, should I say, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not against you. My mind's drawing a blank. If you haven't got someone who's who you're essentially not fighting against, competing, if you haven't got competitors, that's the word I'm looking for, competitors, right? Then you step into a rather scary space, scary area. No one should have a monopoly on it all. Yes, and yes. I've seen I've seen stuff. Yeah, it's happened. I've seen bullying go on. I've seen people being pushed out of Facebook groups for this very reason by yeah, it's not good what's going on out there. Easy, AJ, your stress levels are going up. Time for some calming contemplation. That's what happens Christmas vacation. Calming contemplation. Was that meant to rhyme? Some calming contemplation. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I'm actually doing a live watch of it on Video Tasties channel. One of his lives for his Christmas, and I think I was first in there, and I said, yeah, vacation, Christmas vacation. If you could rewatch any film, what would it be? What right now, right this minute in time? Spirited. I'd go and watch Spirited for the fourth time. Yeah, I'd go and watch Spirited. But do you mean like if I could rewatch any film for the first time? Let's take it like, let's say I could completely forget a film and re-enter it and rewatch it. I mean, there's so many to choose from, but I would go with, at this very present moment in time, I'd probably say Avengers Endgame. I'd go into that if I, you know, the knowledge of all the other films that came before, and then going in and watching that, I'd say that. But if, you know, but things like Predator, Die Hard, Jaws, I'd love to be able to sort of, you know, watch them for a first viewing. Again, Alien. There's a lot of films. Very enjoyable stream, and you've opened my eyes a lot. Thank you. Shocking that some of the community allow him. I am in that shock as well. But the mentality is that if he's on my side, if I'm friends with him, then I won't fall foul of him and other people. This is the sort of mentality. Yeah. And Film Fanatic. I remember a stream when they had a young kid on with learning disabilities, making fun of him, poor lad. Okay, this wouldn't be... Matt, help me out. What's that? There's a lad who's got who I believe probably suffers with autism, and he's been on 2 streams, and even though he doesn't realise it himself, there has been stuff. Yeah, I don't. Why would you? Why would you target anyone with a learning disability? Why would you? The thought process behind that, it angers me so much. It really does. Why would you, as a grown man, right? Grown men, who have a slight semblance of intelligence anyway, I suppose, target someone so vulnerable? Why would you find that to be amusing? That's why I put up a thing, you know, that comment I put up. Judge your friends not by how they treat you, but by how they treat others. Because this exists. And what are we like as individuals if, you know, it's like survival of the fittest kind of mentality, isn't it? This person isn't the fittest, so we're going to target him, and we get pleasure out of this. You know, all I can say is that I hope these people don't have children of their own, and that they're raising children of their own in you know, raising them in today's. What standards are you raising that child to? If you as a grown individual are willing to succumb to that kind of behaviour, it's, I don't know who to feel sorry for the most in that sort of a scenario. It's shocking. It's shocking. It's sad as well. It makes me feel sad that we, you know, I don't know. I've got to ask what's gone on in the early parts of these people's lives to target someone like that. You know, is it a case of you weren't cuddled enough by your parents, or cuddled too much? Who knows? The education system fail you? Were you bullies when you were at school, and that behaviour has stuck with you because you were never put in your place, never fortunate enough to be put in your place? I don't know. I'm going on now. It's shocking. Seems that they're scared of this Neo. I think that they'd rather not fall foul of that side. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't think they want to. They'd rather. Well, let's stay on his good side, and let's be amused by him targeting others, as long as he's not targeting me. Yeah, I don't know. I got an idea. Totally agree. Why would you? Why? Okay, thanks for popping in. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's been good having you in. Problem is, the Monopoly and Mergers Commission in the US have a revolving door of members who have served in media court in the past. If the Apple Disney thing is genuine, then it will go through. Yeah, scary times. I've missed something. It's that person who harasses you back. If it is, report to the police for harassment, as he has done a lot. They keep track of his IP. Yeah, he's he did pop in. I feel honoured that he popped in. I've been doing a lot of live streams over the past couple of weeks. He obviously works during the day because he didn't join in. He joined in today, and I offered him the opportunity to come in and talk to me face to face. I say face to face, face to black screen. I said to him, don't put your face up. I don't care what you look like. And put your issues to me. He didn't. He scarpered. Yeah. It doesn't bother me in the least. I think it's quite amusing, really. Just simply because there's nothing that he's got on me. Christ, I've got. Okay, I've got over 1,000 videos out there. 1,200, something like that. A lot of videos. I dare you to go and find a video in which I even swear. It's yeah, seriously, you'll find maybe 2. I'll wager 3 videos, and that's only because I was quoting something. I quoted something twice, and that was Star Trek 3, when Kirk's reaction when his son is killed. I quoted that line. And also, there happened to be someone who worked on a film with an unfortunate name in the UK, an unfortunate name. And that's it. There we go. But I don't know. Oh, dear. So anyway, bloody hell, hour and 5 minutes we've been going. So I'm going to jump off now. So I want to thank you all for coming in and talking. I am going live again later today over on Matt's channel, Matt V's Movies, at approximately 1400 hours, where Matt is hosting. I'm there as a co-host. I'm not there as a co-host. Come on, let's face facts here. Matt's hosting. I just get to sit back and don't have to worry about going through the comments and blocking. Well, I do block people if my mate comes on, and I will block him if he comes on. I don't want him interrupting that flow. I'd rather he keeps it to my videos where I can control it and it doesn't interrupt other people's enjoyment and Matt hosting his enjoyment of that. So we're back on there. The two guests are Big Steve from Movie Chats. He's on. Little Steve may pop in. He may. Not sure. And the other person on is the Geek Legion of Doom is in there as well. Wait a minute. I think those that don't have to behave, we should not let them have a platform. They don't deserve any exposure, to be honest. I have found the majority of people here are good people. The majority are. They are. But you get, you're always going to get. You're always going to get. I don't know if it's born out of jealousy or what. I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. But there we go. Sometimes I wonder, AJ, if some of these people on these streams are put in there to cause division and push issues like this to the forefront. They certainly want to create division. That much is certain. As you know, there's a this fella that trolls me that was in today. He'll go on to other chats that I'm not party to, that I'm not in, I'm not even commenting on, I'm not watching, and he'll go in and he'll start mentioning me. Same sort of comments as what I get on it, exactly the same. AJ does this, AJ does that. Or I'd like to look at that big lump of hair. I need to shave that. It's looking awful. And he does that. The problem is that what he doesn't understand is that he's actually given me, I've had a fair few people come over and say, they've come over because he's given me, what do they say? Even bad, bad publicity is good publicity. See what I'm saying? Both great points. One day when I do join, how do I do it? I'd have to send you a link. Identity needs to be verified on all social media. Stops this stuff. Take care, mate. Thank you for joining. So anyway, I'm jumping out now because I've got 2.5 hours to kill. Less than that now. 2.5 hours to kill before I've got to do this all again over on Matt's. So come and join. Well, if you're not doing anything, pop in, say hi, subscribe to Matt V's Movies, and see what happens there in that chat. My mate won't be in it because he'll be out straight away. All right, thanks for watching, everyone, and take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful weekend, whatever it is you may be doing. Keep safe. Be well. I can't say anything. Look, I'm drawing this out. I'm pressing this button now. Bye-bye.